Before streaming, consuming media was a mission. If you experienced this, comment, "I did." If you didn't, comment, "I wish." Because today, you'll see what it was like to choose news, movies, and entertainment, all in the real world. In the 80s and 90s, media didn't come in your pocket. It lived in places.
Hi, do you have today's issue?
Over in the corner.
And when you went into one of those stores, you could already see the world's feed right there on the corner. The day's newspaper, the week's magazine, covers screaming for attention. And the rule was simple. If you didn't grab it now, tomorrow it would be a different story. This was where you scrolled with your body. You ran your fingers over the covers, judging by the art, the title, the promise. Video games, comics, music, sports. Each shelf was a universe. And since the aisle was narrow, there was always someone arriving at the same time in a hurry, vying for space. And that choice changed your night. The newspaper told you what happened. The TV guide told you what was going to happen and when. Because back then, if you missed the time, you missed the show. No watch later. It was live or never. And when the line got too long, choosing became a silent race. When it came time to pay, everything was physical. Money, coins, receipt. The cashier did it automatically. You picked up the thin bag, felt the weight of the paper, and that was it. That's how the information went home with you. Folded, crumpled, and limited. Outside, the parking lot was already getting dark, and you looked at the bag like you'd look at a TV schedule. News, magazine, TV guide. A small collection of what you were going to consume that night. But the most anticipated part of the weekend wasn't there. It was at the video store. Now that's more like it, the physical Netflix. The video rental store was a weekend temple. You didn't open an app. You crossed the city, walked in, smelled the carpet and plastic, and began the hunt. First stop, the releases, and here there was drama. On Fridays, the most sought-after films sold out quickly. If you arrived late, you didn't have 1,000 options. You had Plan B, and sometimes Plan C. Then came the journey through the genres. And this is where the difference appears. You chose by the cover, no trailer, no top 10. The synopsis on the back decided your night, and the aisle pushed you towards discoveries you would never click on today. At the counter, the reality, registration, price, return date, and the silent fear of the fine. You weren't just renting a movie, you were renting time.
Okay, that's Die Hard and Lethal Weapon. That'll be $9.75. Right.
And that's it. Bag in hand, keys in pocket, and the night is set. Few options, one real choice. Now it's time to go home and turn this into an event. And then came what has almost disappeared today, the event. You didn't just watch, you prepared for the evening. It was a ritual. The old tube TV turning on, that glow, the play button. The picture wasn't always perfect. Sometimes it needed adjusting, but precisely because of that, it seemed more real. You were really there. In the end, you had an entire night built from physical choices. Paper, cover, hallway, tape. Fewer options, more memory. Today, the media comes to you. Back then, you went to it. Availability, before it was inventory, it could run out. Discovery, before it was cover art and human recommendation, not algorithms. And value, before it was the weekend event. Today, it's continuous consumption. Would you live like this? And which scenario would you like to see rebuilt next? Internet Cafe 2004, Computer Lab 1998, or CD Store 2001? Comment below. I'll pick the most requested one and bring it back.